What the fuck? Hello, back to Matty Motion. I'm Evan.
And I'm Dom.
And today we're gonna bring this Bentley Continental GT Speed to Cars and Coffee. But first, Dom, you gotta tell us the stats.
So today we have a 6-liter W12 pushing out 650 horsepower, 664 pound-feet of torque through an all-wheel drive system that'll murder you. It is so fast. This thing's just amazing.
It's not called the Speed for nothing. So it is.
That is true.
Absolutely one of the kind of gentleman racer Grand Tour staples. This is when I think of big luxury Grand Touring coupes, I go immediately to this.
Yes. And just the attention to detail on everything. The Bentley logo, the crystal headlights, the way the car looks, the frameless windows, everything is just put together. It's almost feels bulletproof.
It's amazing. And also, I love the styling on it. It's muscular without being too muscular. It's elegant. There's these creases in the bodywork that just look absolutely amazing. The hips on this car are so pronounced. They're amazing. Yeah. And I love this gray color with the black accents. Whoever spec'd this, A+. A+.
Yeah, it's almost like a bodybuilder in a suit.
This is a bodybuilder in a suit.
It is a bodybuilder
100%, because the engine is an absolute bruiser. We are so excited to take this to Cars and Coffee. We're going to Hayfields today. We don't have much time with it today, so if this seems a little rushed, we apologize, but hope you still enjoy. We're gonna get going. Let's go in the car. Boom. Oh, Bentley. Oh, I feel more relaxed already. Hold on. Wait,
does it do it?
It does.
Mine didn't.
Yours didn't? It doesn't like you.
Didn't.
Look at that. We have little butlers to give us our...
No, you have a little butler.
I have my little butler.
Typical Brits, not liking the American. You're not. You're American.
Well, we're in the Bentley Continental GT Speed in the interior, where this is where the magic happens. This is...
I don't even care. Just let me go to sleep.
This is so nice and comfortable.
How far back I can go? Oh my God.
You're trying to gangster land in a...
I'm not gangster landing, I'm sleeping. There's a difference.
But no, I mean...
The sun visors are Alcantara.
Sun visors are Alcantara. Everything in the headliner is... So we have a lot of stuff in here that is unique to the Speed. There's a lot of things that are only for there, which includes incredible swaths of Alcantara. We have Alcantara on the headliner, Alcantara mirror, visors. Alcantara on the doors, on the dash, on like the center console area as well.
Come on back.
We have a little Speed badge. Speed. And we've just got and that's really, I think that's really it. We also have the stitching, everything I believe is optional on other kind of cars.
Yeah. Bentley is very weird with their options because you can spec a GT V8 like a Speed.
Yeah. Well, and then no Speed badges, but like obviously
exactly. But you can spec it, and they can be exactly the same. And then there's just a W12 instead of a V8. Yeah. 6 liters of power.
Yep. I'm really excited to try that out later.
I know.
But yeah. So, but while we're still like in here and appreciating the materials, everything you touch, not a single thing is plastic or poorly made. It's incredible. Yeah. I want you to listen to this. That's turning one of the dials for the climate controls. The buttons are all clicky. Oh, you can do full ASMR in this car. And you know what? Also, speaking of sound, these these little rods here for the or they're flutes or something like that. What are they called?
I think they're called flutes.
Plungers, but they're
plungers.
Plungers. Yeah. They're for the climate controls, and they are like so nicely weighted, and they're metal. And gorgeous. We have them over on the passenger side, and we have them over on the driver's side.
I'm sorry, I'm going to do it.
He's become a famous ASMR person.
I'd hate that.
But you know what? Also, this is, again, like we mentioned, everything is beautiful in here, as you would expect when you're paying this much money for a car.
It's so comfy.
But also, what I didn't even realize is like it's actually roomy in here. Like I have tons of leg room. My knees have tons of room.
I will say the dash is a little bit far.
Well, you're also set back pretty far back. And then we also have big door bins to kind of put some stuff. I have a door bin.
It's right.
I have a door bin in the center console.
I actually didn't notice that.
Kind of very unusual.
In case you want to really grab on. And just
well, it's not a grab handle. It's a storage pocket.
But I mean, you could. So this one does not, sadly, have the option screen because apparently the screen, just so anybody who doesn't know, there's a screen that flips and shows just old school like dials. What is it? It's like
I think it's like a time, it's like a clock and two other things. And then you have a blank. And then you have the screen. So it'll rotate between those three.
Yeah.
This doesn't have it.
We found this out. It's a $5,000 option
for a screen
that breaks, and it breaks apparently.
Yeah,
it breaks all the time.
No way.
Which is so stupid.
Yeah, but the actual infotainment here is very reminiscent. Very good. It's reminiscent of like Porsches, of Audis. Yes. It's all kind of the same stuff. This is reskinned, so it'll be a little bit nicer. Yeah. But
so it's not the same as the A4 we drove. But it's the newer version.
And then also the gauge cluster is super clear. We have like a kind of the virtual cockpit that Audi has, but obviously reskinned to actually a really cool degree where it's actually very different. But same functionality, actually same steering wheel. If I'm looking at this, actually it's the same as the Audi that we drove. Because
it's almost the exact same.
Yeah, because it's got like very similar buttons on here. They're finished.
But they feel nicer.
They feel so much nicer.
Delicious.
To push and everything. They feel great.
That feels nicer than the Audi.
I'm looking actually through the steering wheel. I can see the brake pedal, and there's a B on the brake pedal. B for brake, B for Bentley. And
yeah, exactly. It brakes.
Right. But you know what? Also, so we have two more things I want to mention real quick. Yeah. I want to mention we have an incredible sound system from Name.
Oh yes.
They're
NAIM.
NAIM.
And Name.
Very nice. You were trying it on the way here. Yeah. And we also have back seats.
Very usable back seats.
Yeah. It's a huge car.
I
really
fit
long.
I'm decently a big guy. I fit perfectly back there.
Yeah.
You could comfortably road trip 4 people in this thing.
Oh yeah, 4 adults. Like four like tall
adults.
And it would be no problem.
It's the Lusso mentality.
Right.
We can fit 4 6'4" people.
Right.
That's what they said.
The Chimera.
Yeah. The Yamera, I believe.
Yeah. I believe.
That's a sedan.
Yeah. With the gigantic doors. It's also a coupe. So cool. But yeah, for a coupe, this thing is just massive and awesome.
It's enough room for a helmet. I'm kidding.
I'm so excited to drive it.
Oh my god.
Let's just get started. Let's get going.
Just start it up.
So why don't you start? You put your foot on the B, on the brake. You put your finger on the start-stop button. It's in the middle. It's not like up here. It's not on the side. It's actually in the middle. We go ahead and push that down and hear that V12 come to life. Ooh.
Then take your pistol grip shifter because this is a muscle car.
You know what? Here, I'm going to put it over into sport mode. Is there an exhaust button? I'm looking at all the buttons. There's a lot of buttons on this
there's
console
actually
thing.
So many.
I don't see any kind of exhaust.
But they're all hard buttons. I would like to mention that. They're all hard buttons, which is so nice.
If all physical buttons, no touch buttons yet. We'll see. I'm going to roll the windows down. Also, we have no B pillars.
My god.
That is the coolest feature on this thing as a coupe. It's so rare that like a coupe doesn't have B pillars.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's
just hear it.
Let's go in here and hear it.
Soft limiter. Try the neutral trick.
Oh, put it
that
in
the Porsches have.
I knew it.
I knew it.
Oh.
Because that's what you have to do with the Porsche GT cars.
I'm excited. Let's get going.
Let's get going. So we're in the Bentley.
We're driving it.
We got the pistol grip shifter from the 1970s muscle cars here.
In a now modern British car. But you know what? And
I don't hate it.
I am just so happy right now.
I know.
This is just, I'm almost whispering. This is like, I am just being wafted along on a vacuum.
Wafted.
It's a very British day. It's kind of cold. It's a little bit cloudy.
Yes.
And it's just, I just feel.
You just feel nice.
And that's what Bentley provides.
Until you put your foot down and then you feel terror. And
because this is probably one of the most comfortable cars I've ever been in. It's the first Bentley we've driven.
It is the first Bentley we've driven.
I'm in love immediately. We're pulling onto the highway now. And I think this is where the Bentley shines. This is where we're in Connecticut. 84, we're going on there. And this is just...
We're not going 84, we're getting on to 84.
We're getting on to 84.
I want to make that clear.
But this is, again, highway demolisher.
Yes.
And already, it does, actually, so we're hitting some traffic a little bit, but it pulls just, so we were driving, we've driven a lot of cool cars. We've driven an F12, we've driven Ferraris and Porsches and things.
GT cars in general.
Yeah.
We're a big fan of them.
Love
the
them.
whole, yeah, we can kill you, yes, but it's luxuriously kill you.
This is way more luxurious than anything I've ever driven.
Oh my God, yeah.
This is actually just serene.
So I'm actually just turning on my massaging seats, and there are several different types of massages.
Yeah.
There's no shiatsu, so.
It's not just one, though.
It's not just
they
one.
have to make a point of adding several in.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's
and like the climate controls are like just kind of gently blowing on us. We have our cooled seats on right now, so it's a little bit warm.
We have this beautiful piano black dashboard.
Fingerprint central, but
Yes.
very cool.
Yes. We actually have to clean this.
But I just absolutely, the Bentley has this, I can already tell, has the same kind of qualities like an Audi does, where it has like, it's just kind of intuitive and makes sense, but it's absolutely serene. And then you put your foot down and, oh my God.
There's a reason why they call this the Speed.
Whoa, speed. What's the, is speed? Yes.
Speed.
Yes, speed. This car is heavy. It's really, really heavy for a coupe. I mean, like, it's one of the, aside from, like, I can imagine probably the Wraith is heavier.
Yeah.
But it's incredibly heavy, and wow, does it get out of its own way in a hurry.
It does. And it's funny.
It's a jet engine, this thing. I don't feel uncomfortable. It doesn't shock you.
No, it doesn't. It's a very, like, we're moving. Yeah, just we're moving.
Of course.
We were talking about this earlier, and
Amazing.
One thing that Porsche does really well is what were you saying?
It's like this speed without having to try. It's sort of it's like this. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, just go ahead, and you're going incredibly fast.
But also it nails the sportiness. This is kind of the inverse of it. It's the comfort and the speed.
Yeah, and the sportiness takes a back seat, I have to say, because we have back seats.
Yeah.
But it takes a back seat because it is just that heavy, and it's kind of unavoidable. It's definitely not lethargic in the corners, sort of like a maybe some sort of old school Cadillac where it kind of is rolling. But the actual, like, you can feel its heft. You turn the wheel, and it does kind of lean a little bit. It has a bit of a roll. Do you care? Because once you're driving on the highway in this thing, and it's just incredible. I mean, you just feel like the king of the road in this. It's massive also, but it shrinks around you pretty well.
It doesn't feel massive inside, but when it's outside, it feels massive.
You already know Bentley has the opulence. You could have gotten the Continental GT that has the same amount of comfort and the same amount of, like, kind of serenity in it,
but not the W12.
Not the W12. And there's something. It's something kind of funny that they just put this gigantic engine in this car because it is just a monster.
This almost feels illegal. That how comfortable it is and how fast it is.
It's a jet engine. This is a private jet, but in coupe form.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we're coming out of off the highway now. I'm gonna kind of wait on the brakes and whoa.
Yeah, no carbon ceramics. The steel brakes work fine.
But they're massive. Have you seen them?
Oh my God.
They're gigantic.
And I don't think I've ever seen brakes that just look like steel brakes. You know what I'm saying?
They
just look like flat steel.
You know what I'm going to do? So there's a comfort mode. We were in B mode this entire time, so there's separate from drive modes. B is like your kind of, standard modes, kind of regular. Comforts tunes up the comfort a little bit more. We haven't needed it though. I feel incredibly comfortable already. But I'm going to kick it over to sport. Custom. Oh no, sport's over here. I'm going to put that there because I think it tightens up the shifting, and the steering does feel a little bit better. Throttle response is a little bit tighter, and
also on the outside, like, you can't really hear it on the inside. You can, it's there, but that just shows you how much sound deadening there is. Like, if we roll down the windows.
Oh yeah, here. Throttle house did the same test. Let's roll down the windows. Yeah, that's way louder.
Way louder.
And then just here, listen to the difference. And it's gone.
And everything just fades.
And the presence of this car, it cannot be understated. It actually has an incredible presence to it because it's so big.
It really does.
It's just huge and imposing. And even the downshifts on braking are aggressive in sport mode. That's kind of fun. And you know what? So like we've said, I think dual personality a lot on this channel with a lot of cars. Take it right.
Yep.
And you know what? I think this is, I wouldn't call this dual personality. This is just one personality of, I am private jet, and yes, you can go wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
The kind of story behind this car is, it's just
effortless. That's the word I was looking for.
That's it.
Effortless.
I love how Throttle House used that word with the Spectre to describe that and try to like gauge how comfortable it is. And this has that sort of, I can just, you want to be going fast? Go fast. You just put your foot down a little bit more and it just goes. And then you want to put it a little more comfortable, you put it over to comfort mode, and it turns these crappy New England back roads into, might as well have been newly paved. Like, actually that makes a lot of sense, because probably whoever has this controls how the streets are built, and how would none of them would notice that the roads are bad.
Exactly.
Because they're driving Bentleys.
Yeah, exactly. But the roads are terrible. Please fix it.
Please fix it. Yeah, I mean, we've had such a fantastic morning in this. I mean, we haven't been able to drive it very far, but it's just, I mean, going to Hayfields with this car, I mean, it does fit in, and it's just, I've never driven this. I absolutely thrilled we got to give a chance to drive it, because it's actually, it exceeds my expectations.
It
tenfold.
really does.
It's actually way better than I could possibly imagine. This is great.
This car is absolutely beautiful, inside and out. It draws attention. It's everything you want in a Bentley. It's baller.
It's baller. This is a baller car.
It really is.
Yeah.
We just want to say thank you very much. Please check out our Instagram. It's @manualmotion_YT. I post pictures of every car we review there, updates on the channel. So just please come and support us.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We'll show you what we shot in Hayfields. We saw some cool stuff.
Yep.
And we'll see you later.
See you at the outro.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. We just want to say how amazing this car was, how much fun we had with it. I mean, it got a ton of attention.
Yeah, I mean,
Cars and Coffee.
You'd think with a lot of like sports cars around, something like this doesn't get attention, but it does, because everyone knows Bentley, everyone knows them for this specific car, and it was just, man, we're excited to get and take it out.
Please make sure to check out our Instagram. It's @manualmotion_YT. I post all the pictures there. I think I took some really good ones.
Yeah.
We got it right at like almost twilight.
Like kind of like a dusk, kind of like very, very gloomy, almost British, you know.
Almost
and
British.
It goes perfectly with this paint. I don't know.
Yeah.
We had a blast. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your time and for you checking out the videos. So if you like this one, subscribe, leave a comment, like the video. We do videos like this every single week.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.